Now, a spate of troubling anti-Semitic incidents to Nazi-themed vandalism. In New York City over the weekend, swastikas and Nazi slogans were scrawled on the subway. In Chicago, surveillance video shows a man vandalizing a synagogue. In Houston, a swastika at Rice University. In the last few weeks, dozens of Jewish community centers across the country have faced bomb threats. Bryn Gingras is in New York City covering this for us. And Bryn, do authorities think any of these incidents are linked?
Well, no, about this. They don't even want to make this political, but we've also been talking to the Anti-Defamation League, a leader from the North American JCC. Authorities here in New York, certainly an uptick in the amount of anti-Semitic crimes being reported right now and really within the last month. Now, take this weekend alone, you just mentioned cities. Again, in Chicago, police are trying to track down this person who they believe broke out synagogue windows and placed swastika decals on the temple's front door. Now go to Houston in Texas. Rice University officials, they found a Nazi symbol written in chalk under the name Trump on a statue in the campus's quad. And Jewish community centers all across the country, well, they're dealing with a rash of bomb threats being called in, not just this weekend, but really for the last month. Get this, 65 threats made to dozens of JCCs in 26 states. Now, in one of those threats in Minnesota, about 500 people were inside the center, from senior citizens all the way as young to infants. And look at this picture. It's so sad. The center followed its evacuation protocol. A director at that center told CNN that this is, quote, the new normal for them. Now, federal authorities have opened a probe into those calls, but as a leader with the Anti-Defamation League noted on New Day this morning, that the caller or callers are using in this case is providing an obstacle for authorities.
And so you can't hear it distorts the voice, but also technology which spoofs the phone number, so when the calls are received by the...
Now, it is worth noting all of those calls so far have turned out to be hoaxes. Well, here's some empowering news with all of these on social media from a rider on the New York City subway. Passengers noticed the swastika drawings and anti-Semitic words on advertisements. Well, one person remembered, hey, alcohol, it helps get Sharpie out. So riders banded together, they used tissues and hand sanitizer and started scrubbing the subway car to get rid of all of that graffiti. And Jake, I talked to one of those riders who told me he hopes that this is a perfect example of what we have to do. Come together, fight this, and resist this hate, Jake.
All right, Bryn Gingras.